reports after the seeding ended. It's 20 minutes of time attack. You get, you get your server, and you will play this map in lab modes. And here you are.
I'm checking the GPS. I'm going for the GPS.
Yeah.
Boom. The Wizzy map. First time seeing the map here. Let's have a look. So it starts off with some sausage into a grass downhill. New dirt block coming in. So it's a little bit of a slow-paced start here. You can see a little bit of a ramp jump transition. More dirt, new blocks, back onto sausage, and then into plastic.
Yeah, everything is being used here.
With the reactor down, plastic. Also, a few custom blocks. Up and over. We're now speeding up into the first dirt section. Some very tight turns. Also, unusual transitions that I've never seen before.
Yeah, Wizzy's really good at this.
And now we are on ground floor. So a little bit of a grass section. We saw this also on the mime track. Chicane. Slowing down a lot. We have some freewheel. Into the ice slides. This is the second ice slide in the entire endurance race, by the way.
Really?
The first one was on the Thompson map, and now we have another ice slide. But this ice slide has the no grip block, so you will not slide out.
I mean,
so
you could say that the snow map has also ice slide, but I think it was a complete different style in this way.
True, actually. Yeah. And here we go, full speed. This is the first actual full speed section. There's a SD to the right.
Yeah.
And then a massive one here into NASCAR. We have forced acceleration, or no braking. So this is no braking here. You got to be very gentle with the releasing. Back into some dirt. And now we are approaching one of my favorite parts. This is where you have to be super careful with some cool quarter pipe jump here.
Reminds me of an identity, this part, actually.
Yeah, it does. It does. And now we are going into some tech. Actual drifting. And coming closer to the ending here. Few more turns to go.
Yeah, that's the map.
And there you go. Into lap number 2. So yeah, it is a big boy map here. But this one is like a full mix map. This is like everything that you can ask for. And we now have 20 minutes of playtime. Already 16 minutes left now. So if people are watching the GPS, they will lose out on like 3 minutes.
Yep. But you will gain useful information. I think the hardest part on this map might actually be the no break section after the full speed part, where you really do a full left turn. It's really difficult. Like beforehand, there was actually a turbo or something placed there that you can really that can really mess you up. And I asked Wizzy to change it, and it was one of the few things that he changed. But other than that, this map has been almost untouched like this. So I see a lot of players struggling, so it's really helpful to watch the GPS. And people jump to the right at the quarter pipe, but that's of course not correct. And you can also see the times here. 3:13 finishing.
Yeah, it's
like
this is gonna be like I feel like the 15 minutes that are left are just barely enough to know the route, and then maybe 2 laps into the actual race. That's when people will remember the route correctly. But we do see Hazard is playing today.
Oh, nice.
So that is cool. Let's see if I assume Loso is also in. Maybe not in the server. Elcon for sure is in the mix.
Hopefully.
And he just tried to do like a crazy ending here.
Yeah, probably again driving an average of 2 seconds faster than everybody.
Well, you say that, but last week Loso's average time was faster than Elcon's best time. So
okay.
last week Loso was really popping off.
So the tables have turned. Also interesting approach from Hazard. First he finishing a round and now going for the GPS. Interesting approach. Taking the other way around.
He wants to double check if he actually did all the parts correctly.
Yeah, but also especially during the ending where this very weird looking underground section is lying, the yellow one, the jump. I think you can definitely like oversee this one and do not make this one across if you don't have the speeds.
Yeah, this is by far like one of the more difficult maps that we have this season.
Yeah. Also longer than other maps.
Yeah, it is definitely one of the longest ones. I believe there is one longer map still to play.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly. Yeah. But this one is definitely on the longer end of things, and that's also why we will have. Let me just double check here. 18 laps in Division 1, and the last division does 11. So we have Hyom. Look at the time difference. 246 by Hyom. That is like a semi-clean round. And then second place, 259. 13 seconds of a difference.
That's the difference between watching GPS and not watching it, right?
I think so as well. Yeah, I think so as well.
But also Dennis here on his way to clock in his second lap. He's 30 seconds ahead of his former set time, and it will be a 251. So good job from Dennis. Still a long way to go. Still didn't go for the risky jump, but already getting used to the map. But of course, 13 minutes left. I mean, imagine only having 15 minutes on this map. This would definitely not been enough.
No, for sure. Like, this is... I mean, the crazy thing about Trackmania is, like, sometimes I am surprising myself how quickly I can remember a map. Like, when I'm playing an RPG map, let's take the Oasis map. You played it recently, the stand map. Like, I played at one time. My first run is 50 minutes. My second run is 11 minutes. And then my third run, I remember everything. Like, that is just so crazy to me.
Yeah, I agree with it.
How does that work?
I have had it after my fourth attempt that I remembered everything. So it's crazy. Like, I struggle with blender blocks and all of this. But if it's like fully vanilla and all of this, I remember so much stuff. Isn't it also with like chess players that they can remember like common patterns and just memorize like the whole game like this and what to do in this kind of situation or what's the best move?
It legit must be like a skill that you just have or you don't.
Yeah, or that you acquire over the years because you play the game for like, we both have well over 10,000 hours in Trackmania.
I mean, it's probably a lot of intuition.
Yeah,
I guess. Like, because sometimes you look at the turn in the distance and you're like, oh, I have to do this.
Yeah, you already know what to do. Kind of
crazy. I wish I could apply that to like other stuff in life, but it's like a rare skill being good at like a video game.
The thing is, you master Trackmania because you have so many hours in there. You just know what to do. It just comes with intuition. So I think if you just spend similar time, let's say when it comes to solving a Rubik's Cube or something like this, you would have, you would have the same thing.
Yeah, it would be the same. Yeah, true. Yeah.
You can then also solve a 6x6 cube, just applying those rules. Or like almost, because there's some differences, but you get the points.
Yeah, look at the times though. Hyom's still the only one that is like, 246. The rest of the playfield is catching up a little bit. But there's not really clean laps being driven here.
Also Taxon doing pretty good. Also in the total ranking, I think he was on top 6. So good to see him being back as well. Very nice.
Yeah, I think he has been enjoying these races a lot. Also has been giving a lot of good feedback to the mappers.
Yeah, being a mapper himself.
In Discord, yeah.
Very nice.
So I wonder what he has to say about this one. This one definitely... way more challenging than any other map that we have seen.
I agree.
And there's 10 minutes left, so half of the qualifier is done already. Oh, and I'm watching Taxon, and this, this releasing just outside the edge is a tricky part. If you push it too much, it will just fly out.
Nitrofane is also currently there. He approaches the ending and he's 2 seconds out, but gets a no slide. Like, I asked Wizzy also what this yellow weird looking stuff is in the end, and he said it's road. It just road. But for me,
really?
For me, it felt so much different than roads. But maybe it's... let me quickly actually boot up the DMs from Wizzy and see what it is. What he wrote towards that. 1 second. Yeah, I need some time for that. Watching?
I'm watching. I'm listening. Let's have a look at the fake stuff. People are getting faster. There we go. Elcon now 240.31. I believe
he says
that
it's
is
just plastic. He said, okay, well, but doesn't behave like plastic. Maybe he was confusing the parts. I don't know. Sorry, I was...
Nah, no worries, no worries. Elcon is cooking at 240.31. Has been done. So I believe the standing time, standing author medal is a 242.123.
Mm-hmm.
So it's looking good.
Elcon already 5 seconds ahead. Classic.
Yep.
Typical
At Cam,
Elcon.
can we get a status on how many people have set a time so far?
Also, we have over 1,000 players who have registered to the event.
Yeah, more than what, like 1,140 or something.
Yeah, so that's awesome as well. Very nice.
Oh my god. You know, the last races all have been like, you know, if we have more than 225 players, the divisions will increase by 10.
Yeah.
But not yesterday, last week we were missing out on 3 players. The week before that it was 5. The week before that it was also like 4 or something. And it looks like today is going to be another day where we just miss it barely by a couple.
So guys, join the server and play.
But there's still 8 minutes left, so people could still join in and clock in a time. Like, it's not easy completing a route on this.
But you have already seen
hard map.
What happens, like, somewhat on this map. So maybe it gets easier like this.
Yup.
Yeah, currently following Yannick's here. He's also playing.
Yannick is doing good as well. I think he's 3rd in the ranking.
I think so as well. Like top 5 definitely.
Yeah, it's I believe it's Loso, Intux, Yannick. I think that's the order.
Yannick looks to be on a good time. Dennis took over the lead on this server with a 246, but Yannick looks to be like on a 244, something like that.
Okay.
So let's see what he will do for the end. But still, it's only 7 minutes left. That is 2 clean laps, and that is not too much time. Yeah,
you really gotta commit on your runs right now.
So Wizzy said the section here is road but yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and Elcon just sent it again. 238.97. I think like that is the thing. Like the more difficult the map, the bigger of a gap that Elcon creates. And he is one that learns a map super quick, and then like no matter how difficult the track is, right?
Yeah.
And right now it looks like, you know, Elcon is cooking, and this might just turn into like a 30+ second victory.
30 seconds, maybe 1 minute with that gap.
At this rate, exactly.
Yeah, I was talking about this section here, Wizzy, but I mean, people just seem to struggle, and it also looks a bit different. Like, I don't think that this, but maybe someone goes for a set. I think it's just road. Actually.
Yeah, it is road.
Yeah.
It is road.
Just looks different.
Okay, I'm watching Cam here, trying to maybe get himself into Division 2.
Oh, could definitely do that.
There were some crazy close rounds in lower divisions last week. We got 225 players. Oh my god, there will be 50 players per division.
Let's go. Very nice.
Holy. Yeah, there were so many people last week as well. They were like, oh my god, I just got 42nd and now I'm not in Division 1.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah, it always depends on how many people are, you know, playing the race.
But I mean, it makes sense to have only 5 divisions with over 225 players like that. But good that we have reached it today. Hopefully some from the Janik viewers who have come from the raids are also playing.
Yeah.
Would be cool. And I hope you guys are enjoying this kind of format.
Yeah, so for anyone new here, this is the endurance race. There's 20 minutes of time attack qualifier on a brand new map. It is going to be laps mode that we are driving. And the race as a whole will roughly take about, like, everything together will be like 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that is qualifier plus the race.
Yeah.
Depending on the division that you play, you will play either 25 minutes, or if you are in Division 1, then you're going to be playing about 45 to 48 minutes.
Yep. So not too much for the lower divs and just enough for the higher divs that you can really see fatigue setting in. And that's definitely can play a role sometimes. But right now it does not seem to affect Elcon at all, because he's the only player who has broken the 240 barrier and is so far ahead. Like, how fast can he learn? It's just so impressive. Elcon is just, again,
he is gaming
on top.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, maybe like 2 or 3 laps more, and you know, people can match his pace. That's what I'm thinking. But are those 2-3 laps already gonna be enough for Elcon to create like a big lead? Of course, he can also make mistakes. Let's not forget that. Oh my god, this guy is going for like a hook, like a plastic hook in the end, and then sets up for a bug slide in the last turn.
What?
I mean, that's but that's not gonna be a good one.
Oh my god, that's such a classic Elcon thing to do. It's, oh my god, like, I mean, I can see that, but no way this is consistent, right?
Yeah, no, that's like that's like a, you know, time attack thing.
Yeah. Still flexing on us.
I'm watching his last attempt right now. Ooh. I'm not sure if that was intended, but went for a plastic bounce.
Where?
Very interesting. Early on, there's like a plastic block that you can hit to get around the corner quicker.
Interesting. Maybe people will utilize that as well after seeing it from Elcon. Who knows? Who knows? But sometimes it's also not good to change strategies in the midst of a race. That is not a good thing. But yeah, I mean, Hayom now coming closer to 240.39, so he has also, yeah, I mean, he's, I mean, 1.5 seconds behind. That is okay, to be honest.
Yeah,
on a
it's
map
not too bad, to be honest. Like, and it seems like the playfield is quite evened out, like behind that. You know, it's 240. There we go. Inferno now sets at 241. So players are definitely getting better. They are figuring out the turns, remembering the turns as well. And yeah, it's just a matter of these first 2 or 3 laps that are gonna decide quite a bit on who, you know, who's gonna win and who's gonna battle for like the top spots.
Yeah, and also Loso, I mean, 3rd position for him now. That's also pretty good. I mean, probably could also be a candidate again to win it again, or maybe get 2nd position. But I mean, he has had so many good results already, so Loso just looks to win this season here and the next couple of races.
Elcon is on a crazy run right now. This might be a 236 if he keeps this up.
Jesus, that would be incredible. Maybe we're gonna see a 235 from Elcon. I don't know if he can go for that one, but I mean, players now finishing their last lap, so top 50 will go into Division 1. Ah, no, I see the plastic bounce that you're talking about, just after the first dirt block.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, interesting. But yeah, players, most of them have finished.
237 might be happening here for Elcon. Not really. His ending is not the greatest, releasing quite a bit here and there. Oh, he's going for the clip though. He failed it.
Unlucky.
But still a PB, 238.74. I think that would have been like a 236.
Yeah, shows us the potential of what can maybe happen in the live race. So maybe something that we're gonna see in those laps that we played. There will be 18 laps played for Division 1, 16 for the second div, 15, 14, 13, and then 11 for the last div. So thank you everybody for participating so far. Of course, it's not over. It's far from being over. The real race is starting and you get assigned into a division.
Yeah, we have 5 divisions. That also means more points to be gathered for your placement here.
Yeah.
So the leaderboard might be shuffling up and down a bit.
Yeah, but of course
just wait.
It's still from importance that you have participated in all races, and I think those were just the least players who did so. I think we have.
There we go.
There was a statistics. There was some piece of information from Cam, I think it was. 20 players played all 8 races to date, which is kind of interesting.
I mean, it's not easy to dedicate, every Sunday.
Yeah, sometimes you can just miss a race.
Yeah.
That is for
230 players today. Okay.
Nice, very cool.
There's an increase in players.
Stonks. Because I'm back.
Yeah. It's the 5 people that were watching Formula 1 last week's.
I first thought that you say it's the turbo effect, and then I wanted to make the joke it's the Bowie effect. But yeah.
I see what you did there.
So we started in 5 minutes, and the people seem to like the map. I mean, I just joined the server and I see Yannick's and Marhal both writing ++ fun map in chat, which is really cool. So happy that we again tried to bring you a good map. I mean, we play tested it, but we asked Wizzy to build this map, and he definitely did not disappoint.
No,
So
this is the difficulty is insanely high, but if this map was I think 30% easier, it wouldn't have hit the same. I think.
I see what you mean. Yeah, that's for sure.
To fit almost every single style into a map, it's not easy, man.
Yeah.
To have almost every turn or every 15 seconds be a unique driving style. That is very difficult to do.
I mean, back then in Trackmania 2 Stadium, you only had 4 main styles, but here you have NASCAR that you can trigger with no brakes. You have proper full speed with SDs and stuff like that. I mean, probably people know how to SD back then in the days as well, but still, it's so unique and so vast in variety. So it's not easy, that's for sure. Wizzy,
scenery is also really cool with the castles.
Good job there. Yeah,
I like it.
Also the coloring matching the theme of the endurance race colors as well. Liking that as well.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
So yeah, I hope people, there are respawn routes at a lot of the checkpoints. So there's definitely one the quarter pipe jump, which is arguably one of the more difficult sections. There's a little booster here that people can get for more speed if they have to go for a full respawn.
Yeah, so
I
those
hope
things...
people are aware of those.
Yeah. Double respawns are priority when it comes to map testing. And sometimes, I mean, you can sometimes miss them, yeah, that's for sure. But then you also, how can you fail this kind of stuff? But
yeah, that's true.
Everything can be failed in an unexplainable way, that is for sure. But yeah, we're starting with
50 players in a division. The last time that this happened was in race number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, race number 2 was, I think, 40 players, yeah, if I recall that correctly.
Yeah.
So here you go, guys. We are starting 1 minute of warm-up, and then we are starting with 18 laps in Division 1. The map is a bit longer, and good luck to everybody who's playing, and most importantly, have fun. It's all about fun, this event. So what is your prediction? Is Elcon gonna win?
Yes. I actually think he's gonna annihilate people here. This is gonna be a full domination. I mean, I hope the likes of Loso, maybe Yannex. Yannex could be very good on a map like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit more difficult. Multi-style, it's right up his alley. I believe Hyom had like a good time
Yeah.
attack as well.
Also
So
very...
maybe Hyom can do something. Intax has been doing really good lately.
Yeah. I think he's, like, as you said, like 6th in the ranking or something like that. Or top 5.
Yep.
So very good.
And here we go. Warm-up is done. It's time to go live for 18 laps on race number 9 of the endurance race. Today's map by Wizzy called Settlement. A full mixed style map. Elcon dominated the time attack seeding and is looking for his is it his 3rd win? Maybe 4th even. No, it's 3rd win in the endurance race season. And yeah, we have starting off here with a little bit of dirt going into sausage and some plastic. Elcon leads, Intax in 2nd. It is Kadabu also in the top here, which is very nice. Map is about 2.5 minutes long, so we are not even halfway yet.
Yeah, and now we approach like the 1 minute mark on this map. I mean, it's a bit longer than 2.5 minutes. That's why we have 18 laps. But Karabu making a small mistake here and dropping down to P10, make it P11. And 12 rear hugs, Ice and Propanoia are overtaking. But Elcon already leading. So the favorite of this race just wants to just have a little bit of a room or a gap to work with. But I think where it really shines through is after the full speed section. Elcon was going for some shenanigans. I doubt that he's going for that now, but look how much he already gained over the ice. He's already almost 1 second ahead of his opponents. So great performance. Intax on 2nd, Hyom on 3rd. So great performance from Hyom indeed. Was able to grasp this map very, very quickly.
Yeah, he was one of the first players to get like a pretty solid, clean round through. And I mean, it shows. He's 3rd in this first opening lap. But you can see here, very speedy section, full speed into like a NASCAR-ish section where you cannot press brake. And you have to feather the acceleration to slow down. Intax jumping a bit too much to the right side. And he is immediately being reeled in by Loso, Walagan, and Hyom. And here on the outside, who is daring the most to risk it? You got to be very, very careful to not fall off because that is going to cost you a lot of time. It's better to save it there than fall off the track. But look at Elcon, 2 seconds ahead. Intax actually not jumping to the right side. He decides to just jump straight. Maybe he didn't have the angle or the speed. I'm not sure. But we see a lot of crashes now in the later stage of this track. And we are approaching lap number 2.
And Elcon is 2 seconds ahead of 2nd place already. It's also like an okay start for him, but just after the ice section, he was so far ahead. And just talking about that jump that Intax did maybe wrong, I do think it's better to jump to the right because you just get that drift angle and do not run into danger to get a nose slide there. So that's why I really want to jump into that turn like Loso did. But Loso currently racing alone because he's half a second ahead of Hyom, who drives very good right now, going into lap number 2. And then Elcon is already 2.5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, this might turn into like a 30-second advantage here if
Loso?
Elcon can keep this up.
And Hyom?
I mean, it is really early to say, right? You know, fatigue is a big factor in endurance races, and we have seen a lot of this happen to Loso. Loso always really good early on in the first like 10 laps, but then he starts to struggle a little bit with the fatigue that kicks in after playing for such a long time. So we'll see how it goes. Oof, I'm on board with Yannex. He's in a close fight with Ryuax and Warl. So definitely some cool battles already erupting here as we progress in like through lap 2. But it is looking like Elcon is taking that advantage, and he is, you know, on his own, just driving on a Sunday afternoon, driving a mixed map here. Yeah, he is cruising. You could say that, yeah.
Yeah, like it's so mesmerizing to see Elcon driving because you think like, yo, it's so easy. I can do that myself. But no, like, it's so impressive how Alcon plays, how consistent he is. Because I was spectating Hyome and Loso, and both were just doing small mistakes, and you usually do not see them from Alcon. Either he goes for like full YOLO bolo and then just having to respawn, or he does not make a mistake at all. So he's like a machine on those kind of maps, just replicating input after input from lap to lap, but also getting faster while still being consistent. And you'd be like, okay, how can you do this kind of time? And let's actually see what time Alcon is driving into the finish here. I'm a bit surprised to see if he can already drive a faster time than in the seeding. He approaches the last couple of turns here, going for the plastic. Very clean landing here. He's 4.5 seconds out of the standing lap. And now there's only one more jump, even going for ground contact time there. And yeah, well, it's a 2:37. Alcon already improving his time.
That is quick. That is quick. And yeah, it's now almost 5 seconds of an advantage into lap 3. I mean, my math ain't that great to calculate what this potentially could be, but behind in second, you know, second, third, and fourth is pretty cool. We have Loso, Hyom, and Intux. They are within a second of each other, so we have these battles, you know, in every single position. I'm on board with Hazard right now, who's driving in 26th, and also he has like 4 people right in front of him. So it's not just you know, it's a fun event, and you just want to have your inner battles, you know, with whoever is around you.
And also
for Alcon, there's nobody around him, so he's just battling the voices and himself.
The voices.
And we'll see if he can, you know, clutch up all the way through till the end.
But I mean, yeah, that's a fun thing, because usually I was around those, like around position 20 when I played those endurance races, and it's just cool to see the position change. You see, okay, there's a person in front of me, just a couple of seconds, and just focus up and not make a mistake, and then you're like, oh, I made a mistake, or he made a mistake, and you gain a position. It's very cool to play that. So very nice to see that fight here in the 20s as well. I mean, Hazard is a very good fast learner, but then when it comes to pace, sometimes he struggled, especially on something like ice. He did not have the best ice set over there, and is already, like, just think about that. He's in lap 3, and he is a Division 1 player here. He's 22 seconds behind Alcon.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
Exactly. I'm on board with Tucson right now, who is, wow, he was sending the NASCAR section, almost colliding with the wall. It is very unusual to, you know, to drive and then not be able to brake in these fast-paced corners. But he is trailing right behind Warrell as he is going on the edge there, not falling off. And it's looking like Tucson will get through this lap cleanly. His best lap so far is a 2:42, so that is 5 seconds slower than what Alcon just did. The pace is insane, but that just shows like that even in a Division 1 there is still like a massive skill gap. Also,
yeah, I think also, like, when you see Cup of the Day and stuff like this, I think that also shows that the top players from Division 1, you're like, yeah, I can reach Division 1, but on some maps, some players are just unmatched, and you're like, hey, how can they gain like half a second and are just so much faster? And Alcon is one of those players where you wonder that, and he's just one of the best. Imagine he had ambitions to just play all of those, like, competitions. He would do really good in those, and he has already shown that in the past. But of course, he's not really a competitive player in that way. He just plays what he likes to, some like rather casual events or cups with weird maps. He's really good at those, and yeah, I mean,
yeah, he just likes to play these community events. Like he always plays like a lot of them, all these like unique stuff. That is where Alcon most of the time shines.
But also in competitions, he's really good. Yeah, but
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like he's really fast. I mean, look at Comic-Con 2023. It was like he was absolutely annihilating people. Like he is really good. And then his showing at TMGL was then a little bit, you know, up and down.
But he had his maps.
Exactly.
So yeah. was just probably burnout, because practicing 10 maps can also be, or maybe 9 if you always ban a map, can be so draining. And you know, I have to do this, I have to practice, I have a teammate as well. So this applies other pressure to you, but with like, you have the freedom of participating in an event. You're like, yeah, I like those maps, I want to play them. That is a complete different mindset that you go into. And with Elcon, it really like not broke him, but it showed him that he does not have fun playing those competitions where he has to practice.
Yeah. And we've almost done 10 minutes now on the track. I think this is a pretty good moment to have a look at the other divisions, because we don't only have Division 1 playing.
Yeah.
We have 5 divisions playing today. And as we do, we check out what the ranking is in the older divisions. We have Division 5, which is playing 13 laps. So it is 5 laps less.
Yeah.
In comparison to Division 1. And let's have a quick look who is leading this. Foxter
Also
is
rocking
leading.
the Spamtech.
Yeah, is leading this division here. Right behind him is Master Kuruk. And you can definitely see the differences here. Much slower driving. Let's see if Foxter can make the quarter pipe jump here. Yeah, he gets the job done. Who else do we have here? Let's have a look at some of these other players. Best laps are definitely slower compared to what we are used to. And the ice is very troubling for Nel Carman right here. Keeps it going though.
But that
But
also,
this is the beauty of having divisions.
Yeah.
Like you will be playing against players that are, you know, similar skill level as you, and that's why we have this division system with lower laps in the lower divisions. So these players don't have to play 1.5 hours to complete 18 laps. Like that would be insane.
Yeah,
that would be like forced labor almost. On a Sunday.
Yeah, like 4 hours later, the last person is finishing.
Yeah.
I came home. I'm safe and sound. But no, they play against worthy opponents. And I mean, also the average lap. I'm currently following Lipton. He has an average lap of 3:23. This is definitely not bad. Like, surviving on this map is not easy. But this just shows how difficult this map really is. And Elcon makes it look so easy. He's like, yeah, bro, just hold my beverage. I'm just quickly dropping at 237 because, yeah,
exactly.
I don't care.
But we do have, you know, the 1v1 might get a little bit spicy here. If Foxter is unable to hold his first place, he has a 7-second lead right now. And a mistake can happen. Like a big mistake is easily made on this track. So Master Kuruk here from America could still get first place, but it's always nice to get a top 3 podium placing, because you know, who doesn't want to have like a nice podium? We have Bagger in 3rd, Noel in 4th, and Chuming, who is not even too far behind, could still challenge for that 4th place. So we got to remember these names, Turbo. And let's have a look at the Division 4.
Yeah, let's join Division 4 and see what is unfolding there, as probably the average will go down quite a bit, maybe even below 3 minutes. We have Kachen in the lead. Average lap 251, already lapping someone. He's 1 checkpoint ahead of ACDSQ. Rocking the Uwu trigram, or the...
Yes.
Yeah, no, the ACD, the Uwu clan tag. And still some familiar names in here that I've heard of. But still, the division is full, and that's very good to see. 40 players are still playing, or 41 even, which is really nice. So happy to see that. That still, even if they didn't make it into their preferred div, maybe they wanted to join div 3 or div 4, division 2 or div 3. I mean, this is div 4. They still playing and having fun.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
nice.
And the gaps between the players are not that big. I'm watching here a battle. Archive is being sniped by Neusnot, who is now taking over that 5th place, but then hits the wall. Will actually make a mistake. But yeah, you have these cool fights now happening in these divisions. And I believe last week I did the same thing, checking out the battles early on, and then later on I rejoined to see if those battles were still happening. But then someone completely different was actually leading the race. So, you know, we do have Kachen. Yeah, he is leading right now. But is he able to hold on for another, what is it, like 22 minutes here? It is, you know, not easy to keep that pace going. And like you said, ACDSQ is 12 seconds behind. We have Chaum, who is then an additional 10 seconds behind. So, like, right now, it looks like the top 3 is set in stone. But, you know, we've only done 5 out of the 14 laps here in this division. And a change can definitely happen.
Yeah, I mean, 30% through, or maybe like 40, let's say, like that. And I mean, Kachen, 3 checkpoints ahead, but this can change. But yeah, let's remember the names. Let's remember Kachen, AC, DSQ, and Chaum in the top 3 and see what will be happening later on. Maybe some other people are in the top 3, or maybe not. We will find out. Division 3 coming into play. Names and names should sound more and more familiar for us as we see some returning players as well. Nee, definitely a player that I've heard of and has been playing some of the endurance races in the past, currently on 3rd position.
Yeah, and look at the average time. That is the cool thing that I always look at. Like the best lap and average lap, they keep getting better and better with you know, the higher division or lower division in this case. We have Cubes, who is leading, has a 9.5 second lead to Cosmo in second. And if we have a look quickly at the average and best lap, it is looking like the average lap from Cosmo is 3 seconds slower, but he is faster in his best lap. So Cosmo, if he keeps up the pace and manages to drive some fast laps, is potentially able to just beat Cubes here with pure driving. Obviously, if that is going to be the case. Right behind, though, we have Nee and Cam. They are driving quite close to one another.
Cosmo falling down.
Only 1 second between them. Oh my god, and Cosmo now. We have a battle for second. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, you
Cosmo
have
risking too much.
These cool battles for the podium places. And last week there was like a massive one as well. And I can't remember. It was a Dutch player who got sniped. No, who was like 0.5 behind for 3rd place. It was like a super, super close battle. But yeah, Cosmo, Nee, and Cam are battling it out. They are approaching lap number 7. That is almost going to mark the halfway point for them in this division number 3. Cubes, on the other hand, looking to have complete control over this division with a 14-second advantage right now. Let's have a look at the best lap one more time. Cubes with a 2:46, average lap 2:49. So not that big of a gap between those two numbers.
I think Kachen had 2:52 in Division 4, but also Cosmo looking very, very strong, but risking a bit too much in some of those corners. I've already spotted 2 or 3 mistakes, major mistakes, where he lost multiple seconds. So if he just chills and drives and tries to avoid mistakes at any cost, he will eventually overtake Cubes in lap 15 or something like that. But yeah, this is the division. Let's remember Cubes, Cosmo, and Cam One King, and maybe Nee as well, who is very close.
Definitely has to be on that. Oh my God! Never mind. He just jumped out of the map. So we have Cubes, Cosmo, and Cam in this division. What was that? Division 3?
Yeah, that was Division 3. Yeah, and now we go to Division 2. Yeah.
Move on to Division 2 here.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. Also excited for the average because, of course, the skill gap is getting bigger and bigger, or like the players are getting better and better. Jan van Achtern is leading and he has an average of 2:45, best step 2:42, so that's already a statement. And he right now is 1 checkpoint out of Bimmy, and Spider is on 3rd, Flanco on 4th, and Daidai on P number 5. So
and that's close. Battle for 3rd is going to be interesting in this one. Look at that. There's 3 players, Spider, Flanco, and Daidai. That is 1 second between one another. And the most interesting thing is that I've just noticed is the best lap is like getting super, super fast, but the average lap, not many players are able to have like an average lap that is close to their best lap. That is something like that not many players have. And I I mean, we will probably see Elcon have like a really good best lap, but then his average lap is also really good.
Yeah.
And that's just, I feel like that is the difference between like performing really well here and not. I mean, look at Cosmo, for instance, in that previous division. He had a really good best lap, but his average lap was about 8 seconds slower, right? And that is a massive gap.
It's kind of similar to running, right? If you do interval training and you run, let's say, you run very fast, let's say 17 kilometers per hour, but you're not able to hold this pace throughout the entire race. You lose control, and like those kind of intervals feel useless for you. So you kind of have to practice, or like you have to stay in your pace to not overheat, to not feel fatigued, to not take unnecessary risks. And players seem to maybe go out of their comfort zone too much and just make mistakes, and with that just lose their average. And yes, the average indeed is very important. And
especially in the endurance rate, I would say like the average is even more important than
look at Spider though. Spider has a very, I would say it's a very clean.
Oh,
it's a very clean average though. Like he is only 2.7. It's a 2.7 delta.
Look at this race though, Turbo. There's 5 players here battling for second. No, third.
Yeah, Piasek, Dai, Spider, and then Flonko's also there, right?
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus. That's great.
But yeah, what would you rather have? Like an insane best lap and just be like, yo guys, I'm the fastest on this track. It's whatever. Or would you rather have like an average that is like really good?
I think having an average that is really good is better, because from that you can maybe then try out 1 or 2 more things per lap, because you have those resources available, and maybe just do a turn a bit different, maybe risk a bit more with still staying in your comfort zone. And I think that's even what Elcon is doing, even though this sounds a bit delusional, but Elcon does not do so many mistakes.
Yeah. Dude, this Division 2 is getting spicy,
it's great.
man.
It's very nice.
It's like, oh my god, Nace, just full stop. That is unfortunate. But we have like 5 drivers. That is, yeah, it's like Clover, Willem, Dai, Flonko, Spider, Piasek. And then, yeah, they're all just hunting for 3rd place. And dude, if you are Beamy and you see that there's like so many players right behind you, about 1.5, 2 seconds behind you, that is scary. Jan van Achtern has a pretty comfortable lead here, 12 seconds, but the battle for this this
crazy.
2nd or 3rd place is gonna be crazy in the end. And it also has the halfway point has already been done here.
Yeah.
Lap 8 out of 16. They are approaching lap number 9 right now. Oh, and Jan van Achtern has made a 4-second mistake. Look at that. No, maybe even more actually. 5 seconds, as Beamy is now only 8.7 behind. So Jan van Achtern, maybe fatigue is kicking in. 22 minutes of playtime plus the 20 in the qualifier. You have been driving for 40 minutes. It is not easy to keep the focus up after such a long time, but they have about, what is it? Like 18, 19 minutes left to go until the division comes to an end. But let's see if Elcon is still leading in Division 1.
I would be, let's say how much?
Okay, I'm going to go with 16 seconds.
I go with 18.
Okay.
18 seconds. Watching. He's 3 checkpoints ahead.
Loading in.
He's 16. Oh, damn it. He's 16 ahead.
Shit.
Ooh.
Perfect on the dot, 16.
Yeah, very nice. Good job. But Loso is seconds. That's also very cool to see. So there you have it. But I mean, we talked about it. Best lap, average lap. The delta for Loso is 2.4 seconds. For Elcon, it's 1.8 seconds. Yeah, so it's crazy.
That's crazy. Like his best lap is now a 2:36.71. I need to stay on board with Elcon for this lap number 10. Also, Division 1 has passed the halfway point. So let's actually have a look what Elcon is doing then.
Yeah, let's go one lap with Elcon.
Yep. This lap is a little bit slower. It's a 2:37.86. It is still faster than his average lap. So it's really, really, really sick. As we are watching Elcon lead the charge here in lap number 10. Let's see how he is driving the lines. On this one.
No slides.
Quick no slides. Yep. Very, very. Like those are like the things that, that divides the good player with the excellent player, in my opinion. Those small little details that just, you know, for the regular player, for the regular viewer, like you might think, oh my god, why is he doing that, or what was that, blah 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 blah. But it gains so much pace because he's not doing it just once. No, he's doing it like in a lot of different turns.
Yeah, doing it consistent is also another factor, you know, like doing it 100%.
He's clipping the inside here to grip. Yeah, look at that. That small detail right there gives him, like, I mean,
also
maybe
the steer to the right there, minimizing airtime.
Yep. It is so good. And he is on a really good time. Look at that. Minus 48 on his best lap. So we might even get down to a 235 here.
How much speed does he have after the ice? Jesus Christ. Like, this could be a 235 at best if Elcon really pushes it. But yeah, I mean, those small details are just dividing him. And also here, like, just the approach into the turn, holding the gear like effortlessly throughout the entirety of the map. And now the speed slide, look at the entry already into that speed slide, and just doing another left-hander here as well. Beautifully done, very far to the left, almost not having to release through that sector. He's so fast. Like, this is incredible. He's still 0.5 ahead, approaching the last part of the track. Still a bit too clear, but he almost made a mistake there. I think that lost him a bit of time. So he's only 0.4 ahead. And now the identity part coming into play. But look how clean he goes through a 200 plus speed, not losing control. The quarter pipe jump coming into play. And Elcon jumps incredibly low, clips a bit, losing a bit of speed. But I do think that he's still ahead. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's still on a PB, but it's not the low 36 anymore. It is now going to be almost equal to his best lap. But what a round here. And that's how you do it. That is a Division 1 professional endurance race gamer lap right here. Look at that.
No, not the best landing there by the looks of it.
And it's going to be quite equal. Gets a nosedive in the end, pre-drifting, and it is a slight improvement here. So what is Loso clocking in then? Loso is 23 seconds behind now.
He made a mistake.
Big trouble behind Elcon here. Just when we entered, the gap was 16 seconds. Now it turned into 23 seconds. Do we have any close battles here for the podium maybe? Yes, Yannex versus Hyom is a very interesting one. It's only 4/10 of a second between them. And this might be a cool fight to keep an eye out. Lap number 11 out of 18. 7 laps to go.
Great to see that. Both Hyom and Yannex performing really well. Also, Intax and Betatos is really close. But I mean, this year is for the podium, for the top 3. And as we said beforehand, getting top 3 is cool. Yeah, so that's why you want to get to the top 3. But Hyom ahead. Very good performance from the German here. And I mean, Loso and Elcon kind of expected to be first and second. Also that Elcon is dominating so much. But the top 3 fight is not over. Yannex losing quite a bit of speed there into that sector right now, 0.4 behind. And also look at Yannex's best lap. It's at 2:39. Elcon's best lap is at 2:36. Like, yeah, it's that's 3 seconds. It's incredible.
Like, it's almost like there needs to be like another division above
Division 0.
Yeah, for patient 0, which is Elcon. He's like the...
He's too good.
Yeah. What is normally like a patient 0? It's like a test subject, right? So it's like Elcon is like the anomaly here.
Oh, also, like when Marius was at school, he also had rank 0 for him because he was always first when they played Trackmania. Yeah, when they played Trackmania. They had a page.
They played Trackmania in school?
Yeah, like, something like that. And they had rank 0 for Marius because Marius was always first. Yeah, he was out of competition back in the days.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we have a new patient 0, which is Elcon. He's 4 checkpoints ahead. But still good rounds here from Hyom and Yannex, even though Yannex did have a slow start into the lap, and he slowly but surely loses ground, 2 seconds behind. And also Intax and Betatos coming a bit closer. Look how close they are to each other. It's just half a second between them.
Let me quickly have a look here. Intax, yeah, true. So, I mean, we have seen the gap grow already quite large between, Loso and Elcon. So if Loso makes an additional mistake, like the whole top, like the battle for second and third might be very spicy. as we get closer to the finale of this race. And Intux still goes for that left line, and he gets way more exit speed.
Maybe
now
it's
the question
better
is,
for him.
do you want that?
Maybe it's more comfortable for Intux to just go for that line. Like sometimes, even if you lose half, like a tenth of a second or something like that, if it's more comfortable, it's better for you, no?
It actually looks like Intux and Betatos are closing in on Yonex and Hyom here.
Yeah, they are.
I'm watching the POV from Betatos, and it's just half a turn left.
Seems like Hyom made a mistake because Yannick's overtook again, and Hyom was quite far ahead. Right in the middle of lap 11, if you recall that correctly. So Betatos and Intux are looking for that top 3 placement here. Both can still reach it. I mean, Loso and Elcon are long gone, but as you said, if Loso makes a mistake and he's 23 seconds behind Elcon, and he again, like when I swapped to him, didn't have a clean line, so maybe now is the moment where fatigue comes into play. You play for 30 minutes plus 20 minutes of time attack. Yeah, I mean, you're getting exhausted.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just checking a little bit behind here to see if there are some other close battles going on. We have Beta in 31st. Right in front of him is Yolux. So there's a battle going on for the top 30. Like, if you cannot get top 3, if you cannot get top 10, if you cannot get top 20, I mean, the next best, benchmark that you want to get is top 30, right? So,
yeah,
Beta closing in on Yolux there.
Yolux
is going for that plastic bounce. That might have been an accident, but
I don't think so.
This is close. We have lap number 12 out of 18. And Beta is trailing right behind Yolix. So who is even further behind? We have Shinix, who has crumbled far down. So, but is still playing, and that's what matters. We have the OK Boys. Firestorm not doing so great on this map.
Yeah, might on 28th.
A little bit too tricky.
Yeah, also Chris playing. I see that both of them are also in voice, which is really cool. So they take this event to talk to each other. I mean, you as the cult leader, the shadow leader.
The shadow leader of the OK Boys. Yeah.
You also still have to decide if Shengar is going to join or not.
Yeah, my vote is yes.
Yeah, my vote is yes as well. But they just take this Sunday as hanging out, having some fun, and both getting Division 1. But I mean, this map, especially Firestorm, ice is maybe something that he does not know that well. But he's a really good dirt player. He's like good on every style, but maybe it's also too hard for him to come back casually once a week and play Trackmania.
True. We do also have Tucson, who is still in the top 10. Has made some big mistakes, but I believe Tucson's goal is always to drive in the top 10 here. And this map is very difficult, and now he's almost losing his top 10. It is Ryuax who passes by. But, damn, lap 13 out of 18, and Elcon is still steamrolling. He is just going and going, gripping on the inside lines, gathering more speed every corner he can. Maximizing exit speed. I mean, I don't see anyone beating Elcon today.
No, and also like when I swapped to players, I went into Vix's POV now because he's the closest to Tucson, and it seems like everybody makes those small mistakes, and then it is just Elcon who just cruises and has fun and does not make a mistake. The others have fun as well, but he just does not get affected by anything. He just copies and pastes every lap, which is crazy. So lap 13 out of 18, and Tucson with another mistake, so he could lose his top 10 position here, but also
Vixa is pushing.
Ooh, that was close. Almost lost control there. But look, they're 55 seconds behind. And I think Elcon will lap some of the players very soon, even though we only have 18 laps to be played here in Division 1.
Yeah, true. And a reminder for people that are not aware, the moment Elcon crosses the finish line, there will be a 10-minute timer initiating that, all the other players have only 10 minutes to complete their laps left. So the lower divisions, we have seen a couple times where a really good player or a much better player in a division, drives so fast that some players are unable to finish. But those are like very rare occasions. We have, I think, seen 98% of the participating people finish their laps with the 10-minute finish timeout. So
Yeah.
that is really good. As
Elcon with a mistake. He almost
is it a big enough one
No, but
to have damaged?
he almost flew out of the map, actually, like from the start.
Oh.
Almost. But now he laps the first couple of players, so that is very interesting to see. But I think now it's the time to also join in to Division 5 and see who is firstly in the top 3, if they're still the players that we have had beforehand, or if they're different, and if they're gonna finish and not.
We might be able to just do a quick swoop through all the divisions, as we still have quite a few laps to go. It is going to be 2 laps remaining on the Division 5 for Foxstar, who is still leading, and Master Kuruk, who we thought was going to have a say in this, it has unfortunately dropped even further behind. It's now 1 minute of a gap that Foxstar has. So Foxstar definitely smurfing, as we call them, in this division.
Yeah, nice barrel roll.
Maybe he had just a bad qualifier or joined too late.
Usually that's the occasion that players join too late, and with that just join a worse division.
And we might have Agent Blue P Gold F not able to finish the race.
Dude, he stops driving to write "I'm just ass," and then continues, even though he is 12 checkpoints ahead.
Yeah, we might have a case of somebody not being able to finish here. We have Agent Blue, who is 11.5 minutes behind. Also, Danisario might be in a little bit of trouble here, who is 9.5 minutes behind. And the timer, just like I mentioned before, is only 10 minutes. So
it's melting away.
Danisario cannot afford to make mistakes there. Maybe Foxstar can be a nice guy and wait at the finish line maybe a minute so others have more chances.
Yeah, that would definitely help Danisario.
Yeah, that is up to Foxstar himself, of course. It is a competition. You kind of want to, defeat the opponents. And it's a question of how much do you want to defeat them.
Yeah. But
I'm just going to quickly hop on Division 4 to see how many laps they are playing.
Yeah, I think they're at 15 laps, no? If I recall that correctly.
14. And okay, Kachen just entered his final lap, so we will have time to watch everything.
Yeah, Kachen is at lap 13, yeah.
Coming back to Division 5.
Yeah.
So Foxstar looking to win here. It is also quite clear case for Master Kuruk to get second. Is there potentially a battle later on? There is for 4th place though. Der Lederer versus Lipton Iced Tea. The gap is only 2 seconds. And I mean, if you cannot get top 3, then maybe, try to push for the next best thing, which is a 4th place.
Yeah.
So Lipton can still get there, but it looks like the first 3 positions are set in stone here, as Foxstar has now started. Yeah, Foxstar has started his final lap of race number 9. Settlement made by Wizzy.
Looking
Best
good.
lap 249.8, average 255. So honestly, it's respectable pace. 6 seconds between the best lap and average lap. Yeah, that is not too shabby.
And I think if Foxstar works on his consistency, or maybe fast learning in this way, he can also definitely perform in Div 4 or maybe even qualify to Division 3, because this was definitely not a bad performance from Foxstar, and I wouldn't say that he's ass. He plays really well, so good job. He's 14 checkpoints ahead of Master Kuruk, and others are still in lap, or just entered lap 12 just now. So very nice job from Foxstar.
We can remember this best and average lap when we compare it to Kachen, for instance, who is on his way to win the Division 4 of today's race. And see if Foxstar could have competed with Kachen, because I think he definitely could have.
Yeah, definitely for the top 5 I see in Division 4. That's what I see.
Yeah, so just 17 checkpoints to go for Foxstar. Has been driving for 36 minutes. Definitely a long session here, but has been doing his best. Even SDing here, this is really, really nice to see.
Yeah.
And goes
Good section.
into the no breakings, or the no braking zone for one last round.
Almost too late though. He almost lost control. And that's of course not a good thing to do because he cannot slow down otherwise. And then you crash into a wall. But here you go, Foxter going through this identity section one more time. And falls off. And falls off. And goes slow.
Now goes super slow.
Yeah.
Yep. Does not want to make a mistake three
Very
times
nice.
in a row.
Yeah.
Gets the quarter pipe jump very nicely, and the ending should be very, very clean here. With a couple turns to go, Folkster will win division number 5 in race number 9.
Ooh, ooh. For the
Plays
fans.
a little bit of yep, bumper cars. Bit of bumper car action here.
Yeah, looking good. And Foxter will be finishing. Just one more jump to go and a 180-degree turn. He does it very nicely. And is he gonna wait or not? He does wait a bit. That's nice.
Wait for the people.
That's nice, to be honest.
That is giving a little bit more breathing room for Danisario, who is now 10.5 minutes behind. So Danisario really, really needs this extra minute of game time. And it could be super, super close. But we can safely say that Foxter will get first place here. Monster Kuruk is gonna get second.
Yeah.
And Chuming will be getting third here. So I believe Kachen might be closing in on the finish line as well. So I'm moving to division number 4. But that is very, very nice, respectable team spirit here from Foxter.
Yeah.
You know, it is in the end a fun event, and you always hope that as many players are able to finish as possible.
Yeah.
Kachen,
Look at the average,
only
249.
8 checkpoints to go for Kachen. Has been driving a fantastic race, and will be the winner of Division 4 by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Turn left.
Looking good. But I mean, here the gaps are much, shorter in this way, or just closer to each other, as it's only 4 checkpoints. And I mean, we see quite the similar names in here. We see Choum and also ACDSQ. So positions have not changed too much, and Kachen is going to win Division 4.
It is ACDSQ who was second the first time we checked the division, so Chaum has pressured enough to move into this second place. And it's looking like Chaum has oh my god, big mistake from Chaum, but ACDSQ is too far behind.
Yeah, he's too far away.
It looks like Chaum will get second place. ACDSQ is looking to close out the podium here with a couple turns left after 14 laps. 40 minutes of playtime as well. And there you go. This podium is set and stone. El Zapat is on the way to 4th place, but misses out on the top 3.
Yeah, but still 4th position, not too bad. And let's jump to Division 3. Just talking about top 3. Division 3 is also about to end here.
It's finished.
It's already finished. Okay.
They were way quicker. Missed it completely. Cosmo won. Knee is second. Oh my god, so many people were finishing this. We have Cosmo winning. Knee gets second. Saberlats in third. Wait, Cubes all the way down to 6th, Turbo.
Look how
he
close
was leading.
it was for 7th position. It was 0.6 of a second, and then just 0.3.
We missed it.
9th is behind. Yeah, we missed it, guys. Very unlucky. But maybe we
up on to Division 2. Maybe we missed it as well.
Yeah, let's show our fear of missing out. I don't think that we're gonna miss it. Hopefully. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Oh god. Oh god. No, just barely. It is now last turn for Bimi. The final turn for Bimi. And we just barely.
Oh
god.
Oh my, he almost threw it away.
He had a good lead. Okay, Bimi closes out division.
He waited for
number
us.
2 Oh my god, it's gonna be so close for third place. Look at it, look at it. Flonko and Piasek. Flonko versus Piasek. Right
Oh
next
my
to each other.
God.
1/10 of a second. The final turn is gonna decide everything. The plastic entry. Flonko
No way.
concedes to third place. Piasek jumps out
Piasek.
too wide. Flip. Flonko needs
Oh
the
my
clip.
God.
No way. 300s. 300s of a second.
Dude, both almost threw it away, but Flonko
my
stayed ahead. 300
Look at
of a
the
second.
retro. 2 seconds behind, 1 second behind Vellum. Also 2 seconds behind.
Dude, this
Holy
was so
moly.
close.
Wait,
Everybody finishing.
Top 10 is also 700s between each other.
Yeah. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
What did we
Man,
miss,
we
man?
need better. We need better spectating abilities, man. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
We should maybe like for the end, maybe one goes on the other server already a bit earlier or something like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's see Division 1 then. I think Elcon. Yeah, Elcon is also on his last lap now. He just entered his last lap and he is 50
seconds.
What happened to Loso? Loso on
Let's have a
P6.
Loso, big mistake. It's probably the quarter pipe jump section, maybe. But do we have a close battle for third? Yes, we do, Turbo. It is very close. Look at it. Intax, Hayom.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And Yonex, it's 2 seconds. Betatos is still in there as well. 4 seconds. They all have entered the final lap. Whoever makes the mistake in this lap might not get podium.
Yeah, that is for sure. Oh, Intax goes for
Intax
the
with
hit.
The plastic bounce.
Yeah, and it definitely did not pay off here. And I mean, kind of interesting to see what happened to Losa, but he completely fell apart. And Yanix and Hayam definitely capitalized from that. Intax and also Betatos still fighting it out. There's still a little bit of a gap, kind of similar to the one that we have focused on beforehand as well, or we have seen that the gap is there. But Elcon 50 seconds ahead. This is absolutely incredible, and he enters the full speed section for the last time. His average is at 237.788, and that is just insane. He is not going to set a fast lap here in this one, but definitely will be a 237, but not an improvement. But
oh
Elcon,
my god, Hayam is pushing to beat Yannick here. He's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, let's maybe focus on that fight, because Elcon is going to win, that is for certain.
Yeah, we have to watch him cross the finish line. But he is, yeah, he's closing in. But the fight just for second is insane. It's all going to be decided in the last couple turns.
Yeah, it's 0.3 of a second.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
Who's the better full speed player, Hayom or Yannick? I think you can gain a lot in this full speed section.
Yeah, I think Yannick is definitely quite far up there. But let's focus on Elcon, who enters the last part of the track. He has only this plastic sector to go, and then the 180 in the ending. Elcon pushing a little bit too much there, almost clipping, but everything is...
he's going for it!
Jesus, this is so fast.
Jesus.
Oh my god, GG's to Elcon. And I mean...
We have Hayom taking over second.
It was still very fast. Yeah, and look at this. It's still 11 checkpoints for them. And now Yannick's back into second place. Hayom is definitely a good RPG player, but right now is a bit further behind. Yannick's still not safe. It's 1 car length between them, Spam.
This is crazy. I mean, the performance from Elcon is like, it's crazy how he's able to do that. So fast, so consistent, and just... you know, gets the job done. But here we go.
Jesus
One more
Christ.
trip. Hayom is maxing it. Yannick with a lot more speed. The plastic. Who gets the better? And Yannick is jumping fully inside.
Yannick failed.
And Yannick failed. And it was a close fight. But it is Hayom who gets the job done. Takes second place. Yannick's in third. Intex in fourth. Beta Toast in fifth. And what a close photo finish. Once again, it is Loso in sixth. Unfortunately, has made a big mistake, and that will harm him in the points a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe Intex might even snipe him.
I definitely did not expect that Loso was losing so many positions. We were gone for 10 minutes, and he lost house and kids kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was crazy.
Like, I wish we had like something to, you know, oversee the status of the other servers. Like, that would be so good.
Yeah.
Like some dashboard or something, you know, like
Yeah,
a spectator
multi-POV.
overview from. Yeah.
Like we need a production.
One click, one click, we can just boom, click, and then there it is.
Guys, for season
Into
2,
the
we're
league.
gonna get a production where every division is getting spectated, and then we can talk to production, and they're like, yeah, here, look at division 2, guys.
That would be
Here it is.
insane.
And then there's the instant replay coming up as well. What just happened to
That
Loso?
would be like really cool. Like live replay. Like if there's like if there's like a big mistake or a massive overtake happening, like Trackmania just makes a snapshot of that round. And you
Yeah,
can
that would be
replay
cool.
it. That would be so epic.
Yeah, but players are slowly but surely finishing. I've also seen SRK participating, getting 13th position. Hazard finishing as well. Firestorm in there as well. Kanjika also got Division 1. Very nice. Adolf Kubikris. So,
Ida versus Timmy.
yeah.
This is close.
Watching.
Yeah, Bira has lost out on the top 30, but is still in top 32. But,
Timmy
with
with a good jump.
better jump, but then such an unsmooth landing.
But Bire ahead. So I think he can get that 32nd position. Oh, but Timmy with a much better turn here. Coming closer again.
Bira on tech. Oh my god, they both
tech.
make the same catch! They're equal in speed. Timmy is shaking. Oh no. The gears are being dropped left and right. What is happening? Ay.
But they can
Bira makes it.
but they can really see how hard this map really is. So Timmy gets 33rd, and now we have the next couple of players finishing here as well. There's still Zauergurke, Aaron,
We also have a
Scheimnix.
close battle for last. They're 39 and 40th. They're driving right next to each other.
Yeah. Also
Not
teammates,
over yet. Yep.
Mush and
Maybe they-
Skuen.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Skuen failing that part. And there's also Nopix, who's not that far behind ahead either. So it's a 3-horse battle for that last position.
Oh, the ice slide from Mush is really good. Comes right on, like right behind Nopix, and even passes Snowpix right now with a much better turn.
Yeah, looking good.
Oh, Loso just said why he lost so much.
Yeah.
Lost 30 seconds. 30 seconds, second to last lap, because he didn't know about the double respawn booster before the RPG quarter pipe jump. It's the one that I was pointing out like literally 2 seconds before the match started. And that's the importance of, you know, like observing, like even if you know the route and you know how to drive the turns, always good to know if there are respawn routes.
But I think with 20
available.
minutes, it's very hard to just discover all of them. But maybe
Yeah, for sure.
maybe the most crucial ones, if you maybe just touch beforehand or do a mistake.
Exactly.
But yeah, the players here also are approaching the ending. Mush is behind Nopix, and it's just crazy for me that they are 5.5 minutes behind Elcon until this point. So what a good performance from Elcon that was. But from everybody else, thank you very much for participating today. And yeah, it was great.
Honestly,
40 players
another-
finishing. Nice.
Yeah, another successful endurance race here in the book.
Oh, Nopix with a mistake. Oh, but it
Mush?
looks...
Mush is too far behind. Oh, he's waiting. They're waiting.
Okay, they're probably in voice.
They're going for the triple equal.
No, okay.
Wait, are they going for the triple equal?
They don't.
Oh, they don't.
Maybe Mush and Skuen are.
Oh yeah, maybe they're lining up.
Huh?
They're doing something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
They're delaying the inevitable.
Yeah. So people definitely like the map. I did not see a single minus.
Yeah, that's GG. That is GG, guys. Endurance race number 9 has been finished. Elcon is the winner. Hyam in second. Yannex in third. But what a close battle it was all across the board here. We saw some great fights in the other divisions.